Kim, I guess kind of got off to a little slow start, went to the press pretty early. Was that just to kind of ignite things, or what were you hoping to do out of the press?
Well, I called the timeout early because we had two turnovers. And, Jerry, there's three kids out there that are four, really, that are starting for the first time. And, they were nervous, and I understand that. But at the same time, I have to help them a little bit and challenge them a little bit. And I just thought it was a typical rusty, slow start. So let's go press. Let's get our juices flowing out there, and let's make something happen.
All right, Q, you're up. You're on mute, Q.
Sorry, Coach. What was it like being back out there on the court? Having your players back out there on the court, even though it was a weird, strange atmosphere that we're going through.
It's always good to be around my team. I think that we need each other, particularly this time with everything that's going on, particularly now, Thanksgiving. It's very different. It's something that we just have to adapt to. The bench is spread out. The timeouts are on the floor. The crowd, there's nobody here, and those that are here are in the Bob Euchre seats up high. Even the media. Now, y'all can stay up there if you want to, as far as I'm concerned, but the fans, I'd like them to be a little bit closer, to the floor. Nah, y'all are all right. I put up with you this long. I can tolerate you some more.
All right, back to Jerry.
Caitlin, career highs, I believe, in points and rebounds. Just talk about the opportunity you had, first career start, and really had a great night.
Yeah, it's definitely a great opportunity just to be able to even play again. Coach Mulkey's always just telling me about opportunity, and just seeing my opportunity tonight, I was just trying to do the little things, kind of getting different rebounds, just trying to do what I do best. So, yeah.
Alyssa, for you, obviously struggled a little bit with the shot early, kind of overcame that. Was it tough at all to just kind of stick with it and just, keep shooting, keep doing what you do?
Well, at first, I kind of got in my head about not scoring offensively, but then Coach told me to do different things like rebound, pass the ball, just do things that I do naturally. So I feel like once I got into the groove of things, it was easy to come out of that.
Q, you still got your hand up. You want another one?
Yeah, I'll go one more. Nalissa, you might not have had your shot dropping early, but from the free throw line, you were money. How important was that to at least capitalize from the free throw line?
Very important. I felt like that's what really kept me in my motion. Free throws are so important. I try to get to the basket a lot, so that's why I really focus on making free throws.
All right, Andrew Miner.
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win. I think everybody was able to play tonight with the exception of Dee Richards and Queen Egbo. Dee, I think, is well documented. We know her. Was there any particular reason Queen didn't see the floor tonight?
Yeah, there's a reason, and she knows what it is, and I'll leave it at that.
Okay, thank you, Coach. And
you're welcome.
The two freshmen, Sarah Andrews and Gusters, what were your thoughts on their performances tonight?
Oh, I thought they had to be excited. I think any upperclassman will tell you how excited you are when you play your first college game. And I know internally they probably had butterflies, but I thought you saw just their talents. I thought that they did some things on the floor that show you what you can expect in the future. And they're easy to coach. They're a joy to be around. They're just going to get better and better. And it was good to, to let them, get in the game and play with some of the upperclassmen as well.
Darby, you're up.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I saw you talking with Dee a good amount, on the bench there, and she had a lot of energy coming on the bench as well. What did you see from her tonight, in the role that she was placed in, being on the bench?
Dee Richards?
Yes.
I don't have to tell her anything about energy. It just comes natural. Dee coaches from the bench. Dee probably coaches in the locker room, or we don't have a locker room right now. She coaches in the practice facility at halftime, and she stays involved in the game. And I think a lot of players, what separates the great ones from the ones that aren't as great is that when they're not in the game, those great ones are watching the game, and they're learning, and they're listening, and they're watching instruction on the floor, and they're making suggestions. And Dee Dee is just constantly saying something, doing something to help her team, although she's not out there physically yet.
All right, Jerry, back to you if your hand is still officially up.
Yes. Kim, it seemed like, particularly on the defensive end, just played a lot better second half, I thought. I mean, really both ends, but it seemed like it started on the defensive end because they didn't score for like the first 4 or 5 minutes in that second half.
Well, the second quarter, Jerry, we finished really 14 points, and we talked about that at halftime. I can't remember which quarter it was. Well, I think I do know it's the fourth quarter. We didn't even foul, and I told him I don't get excited about that because if you're playing good defense, a lot of times you do foul. So I'd have to go look at the film, but I don't know that I've coached a quarter where we didn't even foul, particularly when we want to be really aggressive. I thought not just defense, but our offense and everything, we just started to relax a little more as the game went on. I thought Coach Rushing for Central Arkansas, those kids were not taking quick shots in the 30-second clock, so you weren't going to score a lot of points. They were basically using up the shot clock, and when it'd get to 10 or below is when they'd start looking for their shot. So you picked up, that quickly in the game and realized, there may not be a lot of points scored tonight, and we didn't start very well, so that didn't help either.
Kim, maybe it didn't surprise you, but Caitlin, the game she had today, how pleasing, I guess, was that?
Well, we see that every day in practice. Bickle does that every day. It's not surprising to us. What you didn't see tonight is she can shoot the perimeter three. And so we used her some at the three tonight because, we only have 9 players right now. And when Dee Dee comes back, she may have to go out there, and I may have to go to a big lineup and, use her as a three-point threat as well. But that's what we see every day from Bickle.
All right, Andrew.
Sure, this question is for Caitlin. Caitlin, team kind of got off to a slow start, but your energy seemed to be kind of a bit contagious. And even last year, your energy always seemed contagious from the bench. What makes you go out there and kind of be kind of a motivator and kind of energy bunny for the team?
I think just it's been so long since we've played, and it was just amazing getting to be out there. I think someone said it earlier, but Coach had put us in 11, our press. So I was just like, okay, let's go. And just being out there with them all again. I think it should be fun. I think we obviously always want to win games, but that was the motivation for me.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, we good, guys? Thanks, everyone.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving.